Well, me too.
Sure.
Me too. I mean, you never catch me watching. I hate watching women together, undressing each other and doing things. It's just it's shocking. And that attractive Russian girl being stripped naked like that by all those people.
Kitty, tu vas te balader. Good. Tu vas des câlins, toi, hein? You never had enough, huh? You never had
Just
enough.
mic myself up in case I have any brilliant ideas. What glass is this? It's not going to be sunny out now, I
No,
think.
it's just the sunset. You can never flash of sun.
I probably won't go too far.
Yeah. If you go too fast, you won't have too much.
Hmm.
That's good, no?
I think he wants to go for a poo, something. Don't you?
So check on the.
It's a habit as well. We kind of go every evening.
Routine, yeah. It's like me in the morning. He does the same with me. Huh? Let's go. If you could try to keep an eye on the sheep, if there is little white things in it.
Yeah. Allez, Tuco. Yeah, I'm recording again, right? Let's go out for a little stroll in the rather damp air. With my microphone. Poor Rita. She doesn't get out very often for a walk. She'd like to go and play with Tuco. I mean, she's like a horse. Wait, Tuco. Celebrator. Just objectified. Good boy. Good boy. Allez. Allez. Wait. Wait. Tuco, allez. You're going the wrong way, chap. This way, you little flipper. Is this Oh, poor Tuco. He wanted to do a poo. He just wanted to do a poo, I think. That's why he was so keen to get out, huh? There's nothing on your poo. It's funny, Flo was looking at some painting stuff on YouTube, and then she came across naked painting and body painting. And obviously, when I heard that there was such a thing as, naked, beautiful women being painted, I had to check it out. And so there's video after video of naked girls being painted. And then I found one video which is under the guise of an art movie of this girl being kind of touched by about 7 or 8 different pairs of hands on a makeshift bed, and lots of photographers recording the whole thing. And I'm kind of confused as to how that would be kind of passed and okayed by the YouTube people. You know, the powers that be. Because it really looks like porn, very high quality porn. You know, but kind of porn nevertheless, and something, well, all kind of modern, contemporary art like that. The Tate modern art, none of it makes sense, it's all shit anyway. But this just really looks like making a girl out to be an object. I guess all the male artists. And I am not why am I mumbling to myself? I'm trying to record something, and what I'm saying to myself is, I left a comment saying, I guess all the male artists are simply trying to say that women are there to be objects, and they're objects to be sexualized. And then what I felt like adding was, and I must admit, I'm in full agreement of this. I think all beautiful women should be made to show off their wares in the marketplace for all the older men to see. They should be paraded around naked, especially the beautiful ones, not the ugly ones. Nobody wants to see the ugly fat ones, but the beautiful young ones, yeah, they should be paraded around naked so we can all look, and maybe even allowed to touch them if we want, like we would a nice cuddly dog or cat. I'm kind of tempted to do a video on the subject. I'm tempted to take that video recorded on the OBS and then take some snippets out and just say, is this art or porn? And do a really sexy thumbnail. It'd be great to get that argument going underneath. Get all the crazy comments, you know? That's something to get thousands of views. Yeah. Everybody would just start asking, how did you find that video, eh? Or you must have been looking for some video. Maybe I better leave it. Leave it alone. Good boy. Tuco's in great form. Good. I wonder what time it is. I have no idea. So we were quite busy enough today. We had a table of 6 at 1:15 midday, and then at exactly the same time as usual we had a table of 4 came in. So that was 10 people to serve, all at once more or less. And then at about 1:30 we got a call, and another table of 2 came. 2 girls. and then me and Flo ate something. I had a half a Mediterranean and Flo had a half an Orizonese. And we didn't leave till after 3. After 3. I guess it's after 5 now, and I'm trying to bring Tuco for a walk before it gets dark. It was raining all day, but it stopped now, and it's just there's muck everywhere. But it's not bad now. Not bad. A lot of low-hanging clouds all over the place. My mouth is still feeling a little bit the worse for wear after the job that my dentist did to try and get rid of that infection that's been growing for God knows how many years in there. And I'm relieved, obviously, to have it done, because it wasn't going to get better itself when I saw the x-rays. It was just these 2 infections that were growing and growing inside. And sooner or later they would have caused trouble, I guess. But I have to say, for me, and all the things I've had done, I know my arm as a general anesthetic didn't feel anything. The thing around my neck was a local anesthetic, and I haven't had to have much done, obviously. And I've had various dental things done. A wisdom tooth out and root canals done, and I had a full tooth put in, what do you call it? Implant. I had an implant done. Teeth capped. I've had all that done. And this thing that I had done was the most unpleasant. It really was. It was pretty awful. First of all, you could feel certain of the stuff going on inside, and it hurt a little bit. Secondly, it just was a long, long time, and a lot of pulling and poking and spraying. And with that dentist, from the way he acts and stuff, sometimes I was slightly panicking, because, you know, in my fertile imagination, I was thinking to myself, my God, does he know what he's doing? Have they done something wrong? Have they cut some kind of artery and they can't stop the bleeding? What? I had all these things going through my head, because there was just a sense of urgency about him, which is probably understandable. You want to go as quick as possible, but it just seemed that at some points he was struggling to do whatever the hell he was trying to do. Anyway, it's done now. And like everything in time, this will fade away, and I'd really like nothing better than to not talk or contemplate anything about dentists for many, many, many months, if possible. Wow! We had lots of rain, Tuco, but it doesn't seem to have had any effect on the river. The river looks the same, doesn't it? The river looks the same. That was the river. This is the sea. That was the river. And this is the sea. Behold the sea. let's go back, Poule de Poil. Yeah. The earth is soft. Ah, let's go on a bit further, huh? Tuco seems keen. That chap, he's been locked up all day. You can tell sometimes at this point he's looking back toward the house, wants to go back, but today, not looking back, he's going, no, keep going. Keep going, huh? What do you think? I'm really serious about thinking maybe to do a video about that art pornography thing I just saw. Because I know it's the kind of video that could do very well. But do I want to stick a stick in that hornet's nest? And then, like I said, am I okay with the question that maybe people will ask as to how did you find that video? I don't want people to know that I play with myself while watching porn. I mean, who does that? Who watches porn and then jerks off? I would imagine I'm the only sinful one to do such a thing. And I must make sure nobody finds out about my deadly dark secret. A lovely evening, Tuco, huh? It's turned out to be. It's a bit chilly. It's a bit chilly. It is chilly. It's okay though. It's cool. It's cool. It's just a bit chilly. But it's okay because I'm wearing my black jacket, so that's cool. It's heavy. It's heavy. I'm wearing my little oval glasses. Oval glasses. They're not really cool. They're not cool. They're pretty crap actually. Pretty crap. Good boy. Good boy. Did you do anything? Another little poo. Yep. As I walk around here, I'm getting to the electricity pylon, just at the end of the pathway. But because of the light, kind of, it's like there are clouds around, but their sun is going down. It's a very bizarre light. And the landscape looks different. It's very grey. It's like an Irish wintry landscape. This looks so different here in the summer, in June, July. Depending on what crops are growing well here, there's just going to be lavender. But it's so grey. Huh? What do you think, Tuco? Shall we walk down the river, or would that be too risky? I think it'd be too risky. Allez, let's go back to flow. Allez, Tuco. Let's trudge our way back through the muck. I think you're going to have your paws cleaned. I love the stillness of this point in the evening. And also, I have to say, I keep saying the same thing, I know, but the fact that as far as I can see here and here, there's just nobody out. I like when it's just me and the dog. A great sense of peace. Beautiful sky. How could I describe the sky? Well, there's a clearing right in the middle. It's just very pale blue. And then as you go further toward the hills of Vox and Vilnov, you've got that kind of light cloud. And you've got kind of the light coming, kind of shining on the cloud. I can't really describe it. And at the bottom of the hill in Vox Vilnov, you've got very, very low hanging clouds. It's like there's somebody, almost looks like some farmers burning some fires and the smoke is just drifting very slowly across the hills. All right, Tuco, we're not going that way. My God, look at the muck. You must be joking. Let's keep going straight. We're going to go straight back. I don't know what it is causes the cloud to just hang so low like that. There are people around they study these kind of things. They'd be able to explain it all. As I get older, I find myself more and more, it's a bit like a child thing, you know. I ask myself, yeah, but why is the cloud like that? And you'd like to have proper explanation. It's like I looked up, why does a person's face swell up when they have some surgery done or they have a tooth taken out? And you'll get stuff like, it's a natural process, the swelling should go away after a few, and that's fine. But I'll have to check it up maybe tonight, because there's got to be a reason for it. And my dentist was saying something about arteries and veins swelling up, but again you go, kind of like a child, you go, yeah, but why do they swell up? Why does the veins go bigger? Sometimes you think of children's questions and they're incredibly sharp, you know, when you give an answer to a kid and it's not enough of an answer. Why is the sky blue? And eventually sometimes the answer to the kid is, it just is blue, that's why. But it's actually blue because of that particular part of the spectrum is captured in the ions or something. And so that's what we see. It's because the other parts are not captured or they go through or something. There is a scientific explanation. And if a kid asked me that, I would give them I'd give them everything I could. I'd check it out and the kid would be happy with that. It's the same with the swelling. Why do things swell up? You know, simple things that and I have no idea. I've never thought about it before. I've never really thought about it. And now it's It's kind of intriguing to me. And I have a lot of things like that as I get older are intriguing. They're simple things with extremely complicated or complicated reasons or answers, and answers or reasons that we've never really thought about before. Like I said before, like the sky, I mean, no one ever really, I haven't for most of the time ever gone into, really questioning, why is it blue though? So as I walk back, I'm avoiding the endless puddles. And Tuco is sniffing around in the undergrowth. And my mouth occasionally has a twinge of pain from it. I have to say, I don't feel as relieved as I thought I would. Not yet. I'm still I feel like I'm still in the middle of the process, and I think my relief will come in a week or two when I'm on the mend, and then I'll be just happy for the whole business to kind of evaporate out of my mind. So now I'm getting back down the road, and for the first time I'm having a view on Lure and the village of Lure and also the mountains of Lure, and it's fantastic. I should have bought the camera, because it's like waves of low clouds. And then there's clouds drifting all the way up the mountain as well. And it's funny because there's snow on top of the mountain of Lure, and you can see the snow quite clearly because the clouds are underneath the snow. See, that's another question I'd like to know. Why are the clouds so low? What causes that to happen? When I look around with all the low clouds like that, you get the feeling you're at a very high altitude. It's like I've climbed up to the top of the Alps, and I'm looking around, and I'm surrounded by clouds because I'm that high up. It's also cold. Getting colder. And damp. You can see the water is glistening everywhere with the light. The fields are all kind of waterlogged. There's been a lot of rain over the last few months. Of January. Tomorrow's Monday. Tell you what I'd like to do this evening is I'd like if the kitchen and the living room were really warm and cozy. That's the first thing. And then the second thing, it'd be nice to watch a nice long documentary or movie with Flo. And just, I don't know, eating crisps or Doritos or something. or popcorn. It's the kind of evening you'd like to just kind of get warm and just get lost in some kind of long movie or a long documentary. But I don't think we're going to do that because Flo's going to be she's doing her yoga, and then she's going to do some painting, which is cool. I'm glad she finds things to do like that. It's great. She's got the yoga. It's that just fills up nearly all of her time, and it's cool that she's doing some painting as well. I think any art you do at all is better than just kind of mindlessly watching the TV or whatever. I'm mumbling to myself about what I would say if I was to make a video about that art piece. Hi, I'd like to show this clip, and I have to say I have age restricted this. The question is you think this is porn or you think it's art? And I will say what you're going to see is a woman completely naked, and she's surrounded by people and they're all putting their hands on her. And doesn't really bother me much. Because it's a beautiful sight to behold for me. But the only thing annoys me is that the artists here are saying, and this is, I'll put it up here, this is their description of what this is. Now, you know the way, if anyone's ever been to the contemporary art places, like the Tate Modern in London, it's filled with the greatest amount of absolute fucking bullshit you could imagine. So these guys say that this piece represents that. The consumption of products. But I don't know how they come, to me, it doesn't represent anything. It represents a beautiful young woman having her body stroked and a lot of old guys with cameras taking pictures. I mean, I hate the modern art movement. I really do. I'd like to take a sledgehammer to some of these exhibitions and just, with about 20 other people, and just smash the fuck out of everything. And then when I'm arrested, I could just say, well, there you go, that's my art. I mean, it's a response to art. I'm just making the abstract even more abstract. Whatever. So that's really what this is about. It's not about my view on this at all. I don't find it offensive or anything else, but my wife, for instance, did find it extremely offensive. She found, well, this is just what's kind of wrong in the world, and this is just saying that, what is a woman? She's just an object to be pawed. The idea is there, but I'm just too fucking sensitive, and too lily-livered. Such the word that is. Lily-livered. Hello, Chuko. To perhaps do such a video, because if I get any bad comments or if I get anybody calling me a pervert, I'm liable to get all upset, I don't have a strong, that's thick, isn't it? Thick skin. I don't have a thick skin at all. It's one of the reasons why, to be honest, I probably would be better off not ever getting too popular on YouTube, because I don't think I could handle any of the criticism. I could handle being called stupid and all the rest, but I couldn't handle being called a pervert or, you know, sexist or something like that. That'd get to me. Good chap. I guess it's dinner time now, isn't it? It'd be dinner time for Tuco. You have to have your dinner now, huh? You didn't have your dinner yet. Good boy. Hello. It's still bright. I think there's still about 20 minutes of light left. 20 minutes of light left, isn't there? At least. I think he might need to clean his paws, yeah?
Dirty, you dirty boy. Hey, let me see little feet.
It's quite mucky out there.
Oh, cold paws. Go to the shower. Go to the shower.
Up.
You clean. I like you when you're clean, huh?
Up. Yes. Yes, I would. Yes, I would bring you.
Here, I'm going to check it first. Yeah. Voilà. That was cool. You walk with Daddy, huh? Voilà.
It's lovely how all the clouds are like hanging really low.
Yeah, and the mountain above.
So you go lure, it's all the clouds like that all over the village, and you can actually see the top of the lure in the snow. The clouds are all underneath. And Vox Vinlov, so it's like you get the feeling you're on top of a big mountain, you know, and all the clouds are below you. Except it's really mucky everywhere. Mucky everywhere. It is mucky everywhere. And then I can feed him then. Ooh, boy. Oh, I turned it on when I came home. When I came home. The field. That field will be yours one day, Tig. That field will be yours one day, Tig. Yes, indeed. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. The Bull McCabe will dance with you, redhead. The Bull McCabe will dance with you, redhead. Anybody know what that movie's? That's. Anybody know what that's from? What that movie?
We can see rabbit already, you know?
You can see rabbits.
Yeah, I see rabbit. No, not as much as at spring summertime.
Wow.
But they are the future mommy rabbits, big rabbits.
Rabbits. Yep, rabbit, yep.
The tunnel has been destroyed a lot, you know, with the rain.
Yeah, they'll have to do some fresh maintenance. Yep, rabbit, yep. Chaz and Dave. Yeah, he did, yeah, twice.
And it was a normal one?
Yeah. I didn't notice anything unusual.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was not too dirty. Huh? Would you need the beer? To be handsome, proper
It
food?
was brown poo. I have some in my pocket here. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, you took a sample?
Yeah, I took
Yeah.
some, put it in my
See?
pocket.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Smell healthy. Huh?
good stuff.
Smell healthy. Good stock. Good stock to go chacha. Ike caca. Nati caca. Good stock to go caca.
Yep, rabbit, yep. Yeah, so where else could I attach this mic? Could attach it there. And then I can put the whole kitten caboodle into my pocket. Take my jacket off. I'm still mic'd up. I'm mic'd up. I think I'm gonna have a headache tablet. I feel the need for paracetamol, not aspirin, because aspirin makes the blood flow or something. The need for paracetamol. Paracetamol. Amal. Yeah. Oh, there's the time. It's 5 to 6. Okay. It's 5 to 6. Five to 6, and the light is starting to disappear. Still got that very pale blue sky. Drifting away now. I guess we've got 10 minutes maybe of light left. And then I won't be able to see far into the field. That field will be yours one day, Tariq. We don't want it, Bull. I don't want the fucking field, Bull. 6 o'clock. 7, 8, 9, 10. What am I going to do for the rest of the evening? Like I said before, it doesn't matter because there isn't really enough time to be bored. I have half a mind to practice putting together some. Oh, what did you do? Did you run out? Did you? You escaped, huh? He knows it's dinner time, that's why. Came straight in here and he's looking at his bowl. You're looking at your bowl, huh? Let's go, Tuco. Let's feed you. Friskies. Frisky time. Huh? Frisky time. You ready, little fella? Let your tail express your joy. Let your tail express your absolute joy. There you go. Ah, that's what you've been waiting for. I think he associates the walk with the food. So he probably, oh, I'm sorry, am I talking? Oh, sorry, excuse me. Nothing you can do. Everybody's attached to their devices. There's no more communication in the world. No communication left. It's all finished. I think I'm gonna search Netflix. I wonder how many million other people are going to do the same. Question is it art or is it porn? How do those guys make videos in their little rooms? Could do that here, couldn't I? I've got a subject. Guess I could try. There you are, little fella. What are you doing now? What are you doing back here, huh? It's time to have a rest now, isn't it? And digest your food. Yes. Time to digest your food. Why are you following me around, Tuco? You want to have a little nap? You want to have a little nap? Good boy. Alright. So I got this camera. I've got this camera. We do all this in the editing. We do all this in the editing. I'm wearing a hat. The reason I'm wearing a hat is because my hair is fucking dreadful. And I don't really have a... Oh God. I don't have proper lighting here either. The lighting is pretty crap. So, what can I do here? 52 minutes. 52.